Now let's talk about the concept of scales and maps. Now, first of all, what is a scale? When we look at a map, let's say over here, they give us a scale as they have given over here. And that scale is 4 centimeters equals to 1 kilometer. 4 centimeter on the map equals to 1 kilometer in real life, in actual world. Now, this scale changes from map to map. Now, for example, if this is a road, maybe this is a highway, and if I measure from this point to this point, and let's say its distance is 40 centimeters, I'm just making an assumption. So 40 centimeter would be K kilometers. Based upon ratio, this K would come out to be 10 kilometers. That means this red line on the map in reality is 10 kilometers. Now let's carry out some questions based upon this. Now let's look at the first question. The scale of a map is 1:25,000. Now what does it mean? It means this is map, this is actual or real, this is 1:25,000. This is a ratio that's given. So again, we are back to the concept of ratios. What it means is that if I'm talking about 1 centimeter, it will be 25,000 centimeter in real life. If I talk about 1 kilometer on the map, which of course it's not possible, maybe the map is long enough and this is 1 meter. So in reality, it would mean 25,000 meter. It will be 25,000 times the original. That's what it means. Now let's look at the first part. It says the distance, actually there is only one part. The distance between the two villages is how much? That is 10 centimeters on the map. Find the actual distance in kilometers between these villages. Now let me write it over here again, map. And this is actual. This is 1. This is 25,000. If this is 1 centimeter, this is 25,000 centimeter. Now, if I write 10 centimeters over here, basically it becomes 250,000 centimeters. That is the actual distance between villages. This is actual distance. But nobody measures the distance in reality in centimeters when it's talking about a village, 2 villages. So now let's convert centimeters to meters. Let's convert meters to kilometers. So when we convert centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. When we convert meters to kilometers, we divide by 1,000. So basically, when we go from centimeters to kilometers, how many zeros do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's divide by 5 zeros, and there is a 1 over here. That means 100,000 we divide. So therefore, 250,000 centimeters divided by 100,000. Let me double check the zeros. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there is 2 and 3. So there is 2 and 3. This is all good. That's all you have to take care of. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we left with? 25 divided by 10. So that comes out to be 2.5 kilometers. What does it mean? That a 10 centimeter on the map is in reality 2.5 kilometer. That is the distance between the two villages. So that is one of the kind of questions that we get about scales and maps. Let's look at another type of question. Now, in this type of question, it's not about 1:, that. It's given as 2 centimeters is to 5 kilometers. Now, this is the other type of this question. Over here, they have given 1:25,000 and 10 centimeter came out to be 2.5 kilometer. Basically, if this was given, what is this kind of ratio? That is what we are looking for. Now, A map has a scale of 2 centimeters to 5 kilometers. Let me write it again. Part A, map, and then actual. Map is 2 centimeter, and this is in reality 1 kilometer. Now we know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Therefore, kilometers to meters to centimeters, this is the opposite of this one. Instead of division, it's multiplication. So go this way, that is multiplication by 1,000. Go this way from meters to centimeters, that is multiplication by 100. Therefore, this means multiplication by 5 zeros. So 1 kilometer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centimeters. So now 2 centimeters is 100,000 centimeters. Since these two values are the same, we can cancel it off. 2 centimeters, 100,000 centimeters. 2 inches, 100,000 inches. 2 meters, 100,000 meters. So in other words, this is 2 is to 100,000. And let me divide by 2. Let me divide by 2. So this is 1. 100 divided by 2, that is 50. And then there are 3 zeros over here. So the scale of the map is in the form 1 is to n. What is n? N is 50,000. That means in this question, this was 1 is to 25,000. In this question, this is 1 is to 50,000. Now go over this. See if it's all good to you. The rest of the parts are easy. This is something that people find difficult. Let me explain it once again. The actual map was 2 centimeters to 1 kilometer. Maybe this is a road that looks like 2 centimeters on the map. In reality, this is 1 kilometer. I converted kilometers to centimeters. Here is how I have done it. Once the units are the same, get rid of the units. So this is 2 is to 100,000. But since they are asking in the form 1 is to n, so I divide by 2. I divide by 2. This comes out to be 50,000. Therefore, the value of n is 50,000. Now, let me do one more thing. Let me also work out this question, which we just did in a different way. That means I'm changing the question. Let's say the question was 10 centimeter equals to 2.5 kilometer. So map versus actual. 10 centimeter equals to 2.5 kilometers. That is the same thing as 2.5 into 5 zeros. When I say 5 zeros, normally, not usually, always 1 is attached. So if I use 1 0 to shift this, so that's 25, and then 5 zeros, 4 zeros are there. So that is 25, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros centimeters. That is what 10 centimeter equals to. Now let me get rid of the centimeter. Let me get rid of the centimeter. And let's divide by 10. Let's divide by 10. What do I get? 1 is 2, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3 zeros, because this 0 cancels out. This is what the question started with. So this is in the form 1 is to n. So I have used this question in the original sense which the examiner intended. Then I went to this first part of the question. I explained it over here. Then I went back to this question. I used the result, created my own question. That's how versatile math is. That's the way that I teach it. Now, let's move on. Let me grab this thing and let me take it to the next page. And let me add a page over here because there are 2 more parts that are left. Now the question is about this thing is how much? That is 2 centimeters to 5 kilometers. Now it says the actual distance between the 2 places is 35 kilometers. Calculate the distance on the map between the 2 places. That's pretty basic. So this is map. This is actual. This is 2 centimeter. This is 5 kilometer. This is 35 kilometers. And the map measurement is m centimeters. So all we do is cross multiply. These 2 multiply out. These 2 multiply out. So therefore, m into 5. So let me write it in black. That is 5. M is 2 into 35. Therefore, m is 2 into 35 divided by 5. 5 ones are 5 sevens are 2 into 7 is 14. And that unit over here is centimeters. So that is 14 centimeters on the map. That's pretty basic. Now let's focus on the third part. On the map, the area of a lake is this much. Calculate the actual area of the lake. Now over here, this measurement, that is map, is to actual. That was for linear scale. That is 2 centimeters is to 5 kilometers. Now simply square both sides. When we square both sides, we will get the ratio of areas. So 2 centimeters square is to 5 kilometers square. That comes out to be 4 centimeters square is to 25 kilometers square. This is the ratio for areas. Now, what do we do? It says the area of the lake is 8 centimeters square. So the area on the lake is 8 centimeters square. What is the actual area? Let me write this thing as A. Let's cross multiply. Very, very basic, provided your concepts are all good. 4A is 8 into 25. 8A equals to 8 into 25 divided by 4. 4 ones are, 4 twos are. Therefore, A comes out to be 50. And what is the unit? Kilometer square. Are they asking in kilometer square? Yes, they are asking in kilometer square. And that's what the answer is. So that finishes our comprehensive lectures on ratios, small business finance, and a different kind of money options. And then we talked about scales and maps. That completes today's lecture.